Tiffany Haddish was arrested for DUI. And apparently there was a phone call that was made. It was probably like 5, 6 in the morning the other day. And it was about a person, they said, slumped over the wheel and the car engine was running. And when the police pulled up, it was Tiffany Haddish. So she wasn't in motion and got pulled over. She wasn't like swerving and or speeding and got pulled over. The car was idle, but the engine was running, and she was, I guess, asleep. And so that's illegal, apparently. And she was arrested for suspicion of DUI. A friend of mine too, because when I first heard this, I thought she was just in her car. I didn't know it was running and all of that. I thought she was just in her car, and I was thinking like, damn, like, what if I was drinking, right? And I had one too many, and it's like, I want to sleep this off. I know I can't drive, but I'm going to sleep this off until I sober up, and then I'll drive. But a friend of mine actually, I want to say, got in trouble by the police for just sitting in her car. I don't know if her car was running. I got to confirm that, because maybe her car was running too. And maybe that's the difference, if your car is running or not. I'm not sure. But I was like, if you just in your car, like, so what? But maybe it's the matter of whether the engine's on or not. I got to confirm that. I'm going to ask my friend whether that was the case for her or not. But yeah, suspicion of DUI. And she was taken in. And DUIs are serious. Very, very serious. Tiffany Haddish, though, she got right out, and she took to, she did a comedy show right after, and they was asking her about last night, the night before, and what happened. And Tiffany said, what happened last night? Damn, you tell me, I don't know. She said, I prayed to God to send me a man with a job, preferably in uniform. God answers my prayers because God believes in me. That was Tiffany Haddish's way of poking fun at the DUI, and said God sent her a man in uniform because she prayed that he sent her a man with a job in uniform. So that was her take on it. It's hilarious, but yeah, Uber and Lyft, y'all. Y'all got to Uber and Lyft if you're gonna be out, or turn the engine off. I gotta look that up to see if that's the case. If it matters, if the engine on or off, or you just can't be in the car at all. I gotta see what's up, but yeah. Uber or Lyft. It's not worth it. Forbes named Bad Bunny the King of Pop. You heard that right. They named Bad Bunny the King of Pop. I was a little confused by that, because we all know who the real King of Pop is. I don't care whether he's living or not. Michael Jackson is and will always be the King of Pop. Michael put in a lot of work, aside from even the work ethic and the we're talking about the music that still is as timeless today as when he first put it out, is the reason why he got that title, King of Pop. And not to say that Bad Bunny ain't putting out good music or anything like that, but you can't just give somebody that title when it already belongs to someone like Michael Jackson. And it got me to thinking, like, what comes under King? Like, maybe they could have called him the Duke of Pop, or like, what else is under King? The Knight of Pop. Like, give him something else, but leave the King of Pop to Mike. That's it. That's all. And yeah, we're gonna move on. Teyana Taylor, some details came out about her divorce. So we know that Teyana filed for divorce, and she, when it first came out, she released a statement, said something like, not too much on my bestie, and yeah, we've decided to part ways, blah, blah, blah. It was like all good, right? It was like, it made it seem like there was no serious reason why they filed for divorce. And it got me to thinking like, okay, maybe they just realized maybe we're better off as friends. But now a few weeks later, some details came out, leaked, by the way, of the filing of the divorce. And in the filing, it says that Teyana's ex, Iman, quote unquote, treated her cruelly and displayed extreme narcissistic behavior throughout the majority of their marriage. She said that he began to intentionally dim her light for her husband to try to have a harmonious and peaceful marriage, due to her hubby becoming more and more angry about her ascend. They said it led to Teyana turning down music and acting opportunities because Iman didn't want her working. Yet oddly, when she scaled back after the birth of their first child, he allegedly was getting on her for not making money. Seeking to save her marriage, she says she leveraged her connections and, you know, started getting back out there. She said, but unfortunately, he insisted on bickering, which led to her actually beginning the divorce proceedings back in January of 22. We're in 2023. Back in January of 22, she started that process, but then they apparently reconciled. And I guess she's saying that he was still being emotionally abusive and mentally abusive towards her. She was unable to handle this emotional roller coaster, is what it says, which caused her then in early of 2023 to officially file for divorce, you know, officially. And yeah, so that leaked out. Of course, Teyana isn't happy that leaked out, and she released a statement about it. And she said it's heartbreaking. She said, "I'm on my business. Don't bother nobody. And y'all know I've never played about my children, family, or our privacy. I have not spoken on this private matter to any outlets or blogs, etc. So everyone claiming Teyana said didn't get any statements directly from me. These statements were taken from private court documents that were leaked to the public. It is very heartbreaking that someone would take out time to make such a private matter public for the world to see. However, protecting my family is one thing I've always done, and for my children, I will continue to do so. Please, if y'all love y'all play nieces, Junie and Rue, like y'all have shown, please allow myself and my family some privacy to resolve this matter in peace." I respect it, because, you know, Teyana went so far to keep this under wraps in the divorce filing. She didn't even use their full name. She just used the initials. So somebody was really digging and was like, TT, IS, Teyana Taylor, Iman Shumpert, like, and put it out, like, and figured out the dates and stuff. But it's like she was trying that hard to keep this, you know, on the low, like, but nothing's safe these days. Nothing's safe. Iman released his own statement through his legal team. They said Mr. Shumpert hopes parties and counsel can work toward a fair resolution, keeping the best interests of the children of paramount concern. So yeah, hopefully they get to work it out good, better. Like, hopefully they're good too, because, you know, this happened, she been filed, months done passed, even though we're just getting this information through this leak. Hopefully they're good today, because that's how that initial statement when Teyana first announced that they did separate read. It read like, you know, it's all good, like, that's my bestie, blah, blah, blah. So hopefully that's the place they're in. But you never know with social media, you know, people got to put on a happy face. We just seen that with Keke Palmer and her situation. So you just never know. Someone said they heard he is why it leaked because he put their names in. Yikes. Someone said, damn, if this is true, some men got to get a grip. The jealousy towards women is weird. Someone commented on the Bad Bunny being called the king of pop and said, and they never disrespect Elvis Presley like that. Who they call the king of rock. which he is not. Yeah. Stop playing in my man Mike face. Nah. But yeah, I think that concludes what's hot in these blogs.